Majority uses wills while others use what we call joint ownership, and others who how do I put it, who have seen a lot of challenges with those two tools, they usually use something we call trust. And I know what you are asking, what does it, or what is very special from the other two, that is the will and the joint ownership, when it comes to inheritance planning. Two things. One is that it automatically eliminates the need for the family to go through that probate process, so that immediately our main person is no longer there. The beneficiary, being the trust now, takes over and protect the family, make sure that there's some kind of continuity, and thirdly, it avoids what we call a lot of this public scrutiny, or rather publicity, because anything that is put under the trust does not need to go to court, and we know the implication of you taking up any case, because it becomes a matter of the public, and it can be criticized, it can also be challenged by anyone, while under the trust, whatever is done in private. And that is the power of trust, and I can show you in just two main steps. Number one, although you may not really get the entire concept, number one is that you need to list down what you own. That is, you have a bank account, you have some money under the money market fund, you could be having investments through treasury bonds, infrastructure bond, you have money on your circle, you also have properties. That is the first step. The second step is where now you write the rules of how these assets will be utilized, and thirdly is how now to name your beneficiary. Of course, you know who would inherit you, but there is a special way you can name your beneficiaries, because they are actually not what we would call the primary beneficiary. Actually, they are the secondary beneficiary. Your primary beneficiary is the trust you have created, and that is what majority of the wealthy people uses. And because we have witnessed a lot of challenges whereby even these elite families are undergoing a very, very painful process when the so-called beneficiary actually gets sick. They cannot access medical services simply because the money is frozen until that entire process is done. And mine is just to show you some of the challenges a lot of people have been going through, and I want you to look at this, and then at the end of the clip you will tell me whether you would need something that would work differently for your family. So please listen in, and then you can also put down on that comment section what you think, and when you hear the word trust, what actually comes into your mind. Yeah, so listen.
Upon entering this room, one is met by the failed father of the late judge of the High Court of Kenya, David Majanja. Despite his advanced age, his health continues to deteriorate. The reason being that the individual who once cared for them is no longer alive. However, he left a will in favor of his youngest brother, including over 22 million Kenyan shillings, which remains unreleased to date.
When David died, a will surfaced in which he distributed some things. But in particular, he loved Martin. The will also gave him some benefits, monies in the bank and so on and so on, including benefits after he died, like the insurance cover, the money. After he died, I tried myself to talk to the Jews involved in causing pain to people whom it is supposed to protect by law. We are in pain, and they know that. I was dependent on David. He used to take care of me. I'm a sick person. I have a cardiac problem. I have a cancer problem. and I need regular medication, going to see the doctors and so on. And even the mother here is also ill.